Hey guys, welcome to GV's Academy. So in our last video, we have seen how to add variable products, how to add affiliate products, right? So the products section is completed now. So we need to move ahead and make sure all the settings in our WooCommerce is being configured correctly, so as to make sure that the store performs correctly in the backend. For that, let's go to dashboard, and here on the left side you'll be able to see this WooCommerce button. Just click on that. Here, this is the WooCommerce dashboard. In this, on the right hand side, if you can see that there is an option called as setup payments, setup tax, setup shipping, personalize your store details has been set up correctly, and add my products has been set up correctly. It's not yet completed. Here we will make separate videos for payments, tax, shipping, but before that there are some details that we need to have a closer look at before launching the site. And that is nothing but you need to go to WooCommerce, and under WooCommerce you have this option called as settings. So as you can see, there are some tabs here: general, products, shipping, payments, accounts and privacy, emails, integration and advanced, right? So these are the tabs that we need to make sure that these are set up correctly. Otherwise you can run into a serious issues once the store is launched. So just to make sure everything works correctly, we need to configure these settings from here accurately. The first one is very simple, like it's general tab. Under that you need to add your store address, address line 1, address line 2, Hyderabad, India, your zip code. You can add any address. Your store can be located anywhere in the world, right? And here, general options. Under general options we have this selling locations. Now it is your work, and you need to decide whether you want to sell to all countries, or you want to sell to a specific country, or you want to sell to all countries except for. If there are some exclusions, okay, so sell to all countries except for, and sell to specific countries. Suppose that you have a specific country preference. If say I want to only sell in India, so I'll select the third option and I'll select India, right? And let's say that I want to sell to every countries all over the world, but I don't want to sell in some country like Afghanistan, right? I don't want to sell it in this country. It might be because of government regulations, or my shipment partner doesn't deliver products to this country or something like that. If it is, then you can select this, and you can select multiple countries as well. So make sure you correctly select the option over here, and if you don't want to miss anything, just select sell to all countries, so that you can receive orders from every country everywhere. And then shipping locations: ship to all countries, ship to all countries, ship to all countries you sell to, ship to specific countries only. Disable shipping and calculations. Shipping and calculations are disabled. If it is disabled, then shipping rates you cannot apply, right? We will be, in our further video we will see how to apply shipping rates depending on shipping zones. Shipping zones are nothing but the place where you are willing to ship your products. You can select the appropriate option from here. You need to select it, and before you go live, right? And default customer location, shop based address is fine. No location by default, or geolocate, you can geolocate it, or shop based address, it is also fine. No location by default, it is also fine. And then you need to make sure you enable taxes. If you are tax exempted, then you don't have to do it. But in case you, your country or your district or your state wants you to charge tax for every sale you make, then you might have to enable the tax rate calculations as well. And then enable coupon codes. If you want to enable coupon codes as well, we have this option here called coupon codes. So if you want to enable coupons on your store, then you need to check this box. And then calculate coupon discounts sequentially, in the sense, if say like you are offering 2 to 3 coupons, and the first coupon will be applied to the total product, and once the coupon is applied, there will be a discounted price, right? And the second coupon will be applied to the second discounted price. Similarly, in the sequential manner, the coupons will be applied to. It is not recommended to use this option, because generally what e-commerce companies do is they only allow one coupon code at a time, right? We don't allow multiple coupon codes to be applied to a product. And then but in case if your business requires you to do so, you have this option anyways. And then here you need to set up your currency option. You can select any currencies in which you want to sell, and then you need to select where you want to position this mark symbol of Indian rupees, or if you want to position it on the right side or left with space, right with space, you can select it. I'll select the left one. And then thousand separator, decimal separator, if there is any specific marks that you want to use, you can select this based on your rules and regulation of your country. And then number of decimal 2. And then you need to click on save changes. So these are the general store details that you need to save. Now let's move to products. Before that, we need to make sure one of the most important part is this advanced tab. Just click on this, and here under page setup option, you have several options here: page setup, REST API, webhooks, legacy API, woocommerce.com. You can ignore these 4 options at this point of time when you're starting and when you're learning how to set up a WooCommerce store. It is not required. It is for advanced users to integrate this e-commerce store with the REST API with third-party applications. So it is not required right now, but this page setup is important part that you need to make sure it is set up right. Under advanced, under page setup, you need to make sure that these 4 options are set up correctly. First is cart page. Out here, if you select, if you can see here that you will be displayed all the pages that are available in the store in your website, right? And here you need to tell this e-commerce system that which is the cart page, which page is meant to be a cart page. Where is the cart page code? So here there is a page called cart, and in this cart page we have the code which is related to cart, and that's why I'll select cart here. If you select sample page, it is now misconfigured, and you will face serious errors while your visitors try to purchase, or when they try to view their cart, they'll be redirected to sample page, and this is not something which is professional, and it may cause errors, and people will abandon the cart as well. So make sure this is set up correctly. Select cart, and here then and let's move. Same has to be done for checkout pages as well. Make sure it is set up correctly. My account page has been set up correctly. All you need to do is make sure that it is connected with the relevant pages. Cart page is connected, cart option is connected to cart page, checkout option is connected to checkout page, my account option is connected to my account page, right? Similarly, here terms and condition, whenever customer tries to purchase the product, you have an option to ask him to read all the terms and condition before they make the purchase, right? In that scenario, you can add a page in here, and then regarding terms and condition, you can mention all your terms and condition in point wise in that page, and come here and select your terms and condition page. I'll select this privacy policy page, and I want customer to read this privacy policy page as terms and condition before they sign out. You can have privacy policies separate and terms and conditions separate as well, and here you can come and select terms and condition page based on your business needs. And check out endpoints. This is for developers and people who are integrating APIs, but now for now you don't have to worry about it. We will see once we start WooCommerce theme development course. So in that we will see in detail how to work with these endpoints as well, right? For now you can just ignore this. You can leave all these options as it is. All you need to make sure is these 4 setups are correctly configured. This is advanced tab, under advanced, under page tab, these 4 settings, and under general tab, let me save this. Okay, and then in under general tab, store details, currency details, tax, general options, selling options, right? And now let's go to products option. Under products option, you have these 3 pages, 3 sub options like general, inventory, and downloadable products. And here under general section, you have this option called as shop pages. Shop page has to be connected to shop. Shop functionality has to be, you need to tell WooCommerce that which is your shop page. You can select any page from here, and it is obviously common sense to select the shop page where we have all the products displayed, right? Shop is the page where we have displayed all the products, so we'll select this, assign this page as our shop page. And then add to cart behavior. Do you want to redirect to the cart page after successful addition? As soon as customer clicks on, as soon as customer clicks on add to cart button, do you want to redirect the customer to add to cart page? Right now we haven't redirected. We are just showing the alert message, right? What happens? Ajax enable cart on archives. So let me select this option, save this, and refresh it. What it does is, as soon as I click on add to cart button, I will be redirected to the cart page. I'll see what the cart has, right? It depends on how you want the user to interact with your website. So I don't prefer to redirect customer to the cart page. If he wants to, then he can anyways click on that alert message and go into the cart page. And here also we have this cart button, right? They can see what's in the cart. So we don't have to redirect them to cart page because I want them to add more stuff into their cart. So I'll just uncheck this option. You can check this option, right? And then placeholder image. Right now you're seeing the number 5, right? So this is nothing but attachment ID. And if you don't know what is attachment ID, you can simply go to media library over here and then copy the URL of the image and paste the URL as well, right? So what happens is, if you have uploaded some particular product and that product does not have any image, then this image will be displayed by default. And that is what it is meant for. And then comes the option called as measurements. You can set up your measurement system that your country follows. We follow SI metric system, so we will be using that one as a unit. And then here reviews, you can enable or disable product reviews. You can show verified owner label on the customer reviews. You can also allow only verified users, owners. Verified owners are nothing but those who have already purchased your products from your store. So right now in my store, anyone can come and review the product. But sometimes when your company grows large and when your website starts getting huge customer base, visitors, then this option is not recommended, because anyone can try to defame your product. So what you want is to give this option, but only those who have already purchased the product should be able to review the product here. If it in that case, you can enable this option. And coming to the last section, that is another product rating. Enable product rating on reviews, enable star ratings. It's not an option, right? If you don't want star ratings, then you can disable it from here and then hit on save. Next goes to inventory management. Under products, inventory management, here we can manage our stock and notifications, right? So stock management, we need to enable it and hold stock for minutes. How many minutes you want to hold stock? Suppose someone has added the product in their cart, or someone has purchased it, but in case they haven't made the purchase or it is unpaid, the invoice is unpaid for X amount of minutes, then you can cancel the order automatically. So right now I have set it up as 60 minutes, because if they did not purchase the product within 60 minutes, the order will be cancelled automatically. So when the limit is reached, the pending order will be cancelled. Leave blank to disable. They have made the purchase, and if we haven't received the payment within 60 minutes, the order will be cancelled, and the stock will be, because while we add the products, we mention per particular stock, how many products we have, right? If we have 10 products and suppose 10 people have purchased and they haven't made the payment for 1 more hour, so the new visitor will not be able to purchase it, right? It will be shown to the new visitor that the product is out of stock. We don't want that issue to happen. If a customer is paying, then we process the payment. We process the product to the customer only once we receive the payment. So if there are some situations like payment failure, or they can try to pay again with different payment methods, so in those cases we might want to allow them at least 60 minutes, so that within 60 minutes they can manage their payment methods and they can pay for that order, right? 60 minutes is recommended, but you can change it into 15 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, or any amount of minutes you want. And coming to the next option, notification, enable low stock notification, enable out of stock notification. Make sure you check this box. It is highly recommended that you get notified whether the stock is low or if it is out of stock. And then notification recipient, in which email do you want the notification to go, and this is the email. And then low stock threshold is nothing but the minimum product, where when product reaches where the amount you will be notified via email. So if the product stock number reaches 2, then I'll be getting an email that your stock is low now, and you need to make sure the product comes in the store and is in the stock as soon as possible. And out of stock threshold is 0. You need to show customer out of stock only when the stock is completed. 0, right? So it is 0 over here. And then out of stock visibility, hide out of stock items from the catalog. Yes, of course, you don't want to show customer the out of stock products, But in some scenarios you might want to show customers that the product is there. It will be in stock very soon, but right now it is out of stock. In that case you need to uncheck this. If you don't want to show the product at all, then you can check this box, right? I'll uncheck this box. I don't want to, I want to show the product to the customer, but it will mention that it is out of stock. Stock display format, always show the quantity remaining in the stock. Only show quantity remaining in stock when it is low. Never show the quantity remaining in the stock. It is generally preferred to show the quantity remaining in the stock. Some companies also show this one, only show quantities when the stock quantity is low. This can also be selected, first and second option. So now then you need to save this option. For these downloadable products, you can restrict users to download and all those things. You can grant access to the download products as soon as the payment has been done, and then you need to append a unique string to file name for security purpose. Make sure you check this box. And then download requires login. Yes, of course. Make sure the downloads can be done only for logged in users. And then this option you can select based on the server in which your site is being hosted. It by default is forced downloads, so let it be. If you know what you're doing with your server, Nginx or Apache server, based on that you can select this option as well if it is required, or else leave it as it is and then save. So now in this video we saw how to set up the settings, how to configure the settings. Under general tab, under product tab, we have 3 options, and under advanced tab we have page setup option, this one. So these things we have seen, and in our next video we'll talk about tax, we'll talk about shipping, we'll talk about payments, accounts and privacy. Accounts and privacy, I think we can cover it right now. Let's see. Yeah, accounts and privacy. Here we have your options like guest checkout. Do you want customers to log into your existing, do you want customers to place orders without an account? Yeah, we can allow them, but for large e-commerce companies don't allow to do so. Allow customers, we want customers to have their account with us to place orders. So I unchecked this one. Allow customers to log into an existing account during checkout. Yeah, of course, if they have an existing account, they can log in. Allow customers to create an account during checkout. Yeah, of course, they can create their account. Allow customers to create an account on my account page. Yes, of course. Allow when creating an account automatically generate username for the customer based on the name, surname and email. When creating, you don't want to make, you can, but it's not required. They can select their own username and password, right? When creating an account automatically generate account password, you can uncheck this to give them an option to select their own password. They can select their username, they can select their password. Give them their privilege. And then account erase request, remove personal data from orders on request. Yes, of course. Remove access to downloads on request, of course. And then personal data removal, allow personal data to be removed in bulk from orders, of course. We can give this option. If your country's rules and regulations related to personal data, like GDPR, it is strict, then you might have to give these options to your customers to so that they have the complete control of their data. If it is not required, if you want to hold their personal data, then you can uncheck this box. I'll make sure, for me, I'll give them privilege to decide, for them to decide. I'll let them decide what to do. And then coming to privacy policy, you can mention your message, and this is a short code of privacy policy page that we have generated in pages, and we have assigned it in the advanced tab in the advanced tab under page setup, we had an option called as terms and conditions, right? From there we have set up pages correctly. If that is done correctly, this will work correctly. And here privacy policy page also can be your personal data will be used to the process your order, blah 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 blah, all those things, right? Short code. And then personal data retention, you can decide the dates, you can decide how many days and month or whatever it is. You can select based on your preference. Retain inactive accounts, pending orders, failed orders, cancelled orders, complete orders. I'll just leave it as it is, but in case your business needs are different, you can select month and dates, right? And then let me save this. So what did we see? General tab we have covered, products tab we have covered, accounts and privacy we have covered, advanced we have covered. You can ignore this option in integration. It is something related to geolocation, tracking geolocation, so you can ignore this, you don't have to worry about it. And now the core important settings that we need to have a look is tax, shipping, payments and emails, right? So these will be covered in 4 different videos. Tax will be separate video, shipping will be separate video, payments will be separate, and emails will be separate. Apart from that, we have covered all these topics. Integration, you can ignore this one, and then hit on save. So almost 90% your store has been set up now correctly, and yeah, we'll talk about more advanced topics related to shipping, tax, payments and emails in our further videos. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day. Thank you.